so next up we got his up air. Let me set Captain Falcon to jump. There we go. Alright, so oops, I footstool jumped him, but there we go. So his up air is sort of the same as his up smash in that, you know, it goes upward like this and it's 2 hits. So first hit's from the Minato, the second hit's from the beam. So it's a very good use. It's a very good move to use when your opponent is coming at you from the air, or you know, when you're beneath them basically, and you just want to get like an extra hit. You won't really. It doesn't have a lot of kill potential, only at really high percentages, but still a good move to use. And yeah, it's 2 hits. So, but you know, you don't really need to sweet spot it because, like I said, most of the knockback and damage from his moves it comes from the beam of his sword, and the beam of the sword doesn't really need to be sweet spotted like Marth's, you know, tip of the sword. As long as you hit them with the beam part of his sword, you know, you're good to go. Alright, so his down air is actually a Meteor Smash, like that. Oh nope, not like that. I thought I got it, but there we go. So this Meteor Smash is pretty hard to get. You need to be directly above them, and you need to hit them at the beginning of it. You hit them sort of from the side with it, like this. It's gonna have a horizontal knockback. So yeah, I found that it's easier to get the Meteor Smash if you get him on the first hit of his down air, like that. So as long as you get that, you know, you usually get the Meteor Smash. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that's it for his A moves. Let's move on to his B moves. So his neutral B, well, first of all, let me tell him to stop jumping like an asshole. There we go. Alright, so Minato is very unique. Shulk is very unique in that he's got these Monado Arts. You use these by using, you know, just pressing B. So they're in a specific order. First is oops, there we go. First is jump, then speed, then shield. So jump, speed, shield, buster, and smash. So the green one is jump. And before I go into each of the Monado arts, I just want to talk a little bit about the general properties. So first of all, when you use an art, it lasts for 15 seconds, which is a pretty long time. Secondly, once you use them, they have a cooldown timer. So as you can see, he's no longer in Monado Jump mode. And if I try to activate Monado Jump, I can't do it because I already used it. I need to, you know, there's a cooldown timer. You need to wait for a while before you can use it again. Another thing you need to know is, like, I said they lasted 15-16 seconds, right? Yeah. They each have their own cooldown timers, and if you want to change to another stance, you have to press B twice to cancel the stance. So I'm in speed mode now, and I need to press B like 2 or 3 times to cancel the stance, so that way I can use another stance. I don't really find much use for this because you know, unless the battle, you know, requires you to do it. I don't know, it depends on your situation, but yeah, just need to know that you should just know that once you're in a stance, you don't have to be stuck on it basically. But you do need to know, keep in mind that each of them does have a cooldown timer. About, I don't know how long the cooldown timer is, but it seems it's about the same as the how long you activate it for. It's like 10-15 seconds. So yeah. So what else? I guess I'll go straight into the stances now. So, oh right, one more important thing is that you can use this while you're getting hit. So as you can see, I'm changing stances as I'm getting hit right now. And this is very significant. This is very important to know about. So, and I'll tell you why that is right now actually, by covering the first stance, which is Monado Jump. So Monado Jump, as the name implies, increases his jump height. As you can see, it goes far up, really high. And another cool thing you need to know is that it also increases the jump height for his B up. So normally that's how far up his B up will go. his air slash. I'm just gonna call it that. So the air slash goes this far up when you're in Monado Jump. So one thing you want to, here's how you should use Monado Jump. Let's say you get hit by an opponent, you get knocked off the stage, you just press B once, and then you wait for it to activate. Then you just jump once and then you use B up, and that's it. You recover pretty easily. So yeah, just keep in mind that you could use the Monado Arts as you're getting hit. So if you're on low percentage and you get hit by a powerful attack like Captain Falcon's Falcon Punch, just press B once to give yourself that Monado Jump. So that way when you recover, you have more of a chance of surviving. Another thing to know about these Monado Arts in general is that each of them has a downside. For the Monado Jump, I think you either do less damage or you take more damage. Monado Speed, you also either take less damage or you do less damage or you take less damage. I forgot which one's which, but just know that for the Monado Speed and Jump, those are one of the weaknesses. Alright, so Monado Speed up next. So Monado Speed, as the name implies, increases his speed, but this only applies to his walking distance, his walking and running properties. It doesn't make his attacks faster. It doesn't, I guess he does jump faster too, but yeah, he doesn't, jump higher or anything, and he doesn't attack faster. So just keep that in mind. This is useful for you really want to get on the opponent, and you sort of want to, well, I wouldn't say rush down, just because, he's not like Little Mac, who's got amazing fast, normals, and it doesn't increase the speed of his attacks, like I said. So yeah, so you can use it to run away or to get in really fast, or it's really up to you. Alright, so Minato Shield, press B 3 times. It's the yellow symbol, so this makes him slower. As you can see, he's running like Ganondorf in Brawl. He jumps slower too. So in other words, Shulk, he's heavier in this form. So then the knockback that he receives is a lot less. So you want to use this when, you're on a higher percentage and you want to survive a bit longer. So you just use Monado Shield. The downside of this move is just that, in general, you're just slower. It doesn't decrease the move. It doesn't decrease the speed of your attacks though. So just keep that in mind. You just jump and run slower. That's it. Alright, so what else? Oh yeah, another thing about Monado Shield is that you actually do take less damage in addition to receiving less knockback. Alright, so next up is Monado Buster. Press B 4 times. This is blue, purple one. And yeah, this one, it does more damage in percent wise. So I just did like a few moves and Captain Falcon's already at 70%. So that's what Monado Buster does. It deals more damage percent wise. So you want to use this on opponents who are at a lower percentage or at the beginning of a round. You want to make a habit of starting a round by going into Monado Buster to rack up damage. And yeah, just use it very often. So right now, Captain Falcon's at 48% already, even though I just did like a few hits. So Monado Buster is really useful. The only downside you need to keep in mind is that it decreases the amount of knockback that Shulk does. So some of the moves that wouldn't be punishable would be punishable at lower percentages just because the knockback is less. And yeah, so obviously you don't want to use this move when your opponent is already at a high percentage, because you want to kill them, not do more damage at that point. So that's it for Monado Buster. Alright, just to show you a quick damage comparison. So his regular combo does that. Oops. And then there we go. And with Monado Buster, it does 14%. So I don't know the exact sort of how much damage it increases by, like whether it's like 70% or 80% or stuff like that. Just knowing that in general, Monado Buster makes all of his moves more damaging. Alright, so next up